In the ancient city of Pella, in 356 BC, a boy was born. A boy destined to become one of history's greatest conquerors, Alexander the Great. As the summer sun bathed the kingdom of Macedonia, a new life was welcomed into the world. Alexander, born to King Philip II and his wife Olympias, was anything but an ordinary child. His birth was said to be marked by extraordinary omens, foreshadowing the legendary life that lay ahead. Growing up, Alexander was nurtured in an environment of power and learning. His father, a formidable ruler, expanded Macedonia's borders, setting the stage for Alexander's future conquests. Olympias, a fiercely protective mother, instilled in him a sense of divine destiny, a belief that he was born for greatness. At the tender age of 13, Alexander began his education under the tutelage of the great philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle's teachings sowed the seeds of Alexander's insatiable curiosity and his passion for knowledge. From philosophy to politics, from arts to astronomy, Aristotle's wisdom shaped Alexander's worldview, equipping him with the intellectual tools that would later aid his unprecedented military campaigns. Yet his path to greatness was not without obstacles. When Alexander was just 20, his life took a dramatic turn. His father, King Philip II, was assassinated, thrusting the young prince onto the throne. Suddenly, Alexander found himself at the helm of an ambitious kingdom, surrounded by treacherous political intrigue and looming threats. But instead of crumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities, Alexander seized the opportunity, proving himself a leader worthy of his father's throne. With a vision to unite the known world under one banner, Alexander began to prepare for his epoch-making journey. He consolidated his power, quelled internal rebellions, and strengthened his military. His eyes were set on the vast Persian Empire, the most formidable adversary of the Greek city-states. Thus begins the extraordinary journey of a young king ready to carve out one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. With the Macedonian crown upon his head, Alexander embarked on an unprecedented military campaign. A young king, barely into his 20s, Alexander the Great was about to etch his name into the annals of history with his audacious feats of military prowess. In the heartland of Asia Minor, the Battle of Issus awaited him, a confrontation that would pit him against the mighty Persian Empire. Yet, it was here that Alexander showcased his tactical brilliance. Outnumbered and facing a seasoned enemy, he led his forces to an astounding victory. The Battle of Issus was more than a clash of armies. It was a clash of wills, and Alexander's indomitable spirit shone through. But the young king's ambitions were far from sated. He turned his gaze towards the fortified city of Tyre, a strategic stronghold that stood as a bulwark against his march towards Egypt. The siege of Tyre, an engineering marvel, was a testament to Alexander's innovative military strategy. Despite the city's formidable defenses and its location on an island, Alexander's forces breached the walls after months of relentless assault. In the face of adversity, his determination remained unyielding, a testament to his leadership. His military campaigns were not just about conquering territories and expanding his empire, they were also a testament to his ability to inspire his troops, to rally them against overwhelming odds. His victories were not merely the product of strategic brilliance. They were fueled by the unwavering loyalty of his men who believed in their king and his vision. Alexander's unbeaten record in battle is not just a collection of victories. It is a testament to his unyielding spirit, his strategic acumen, and his ability to inspire. Alexander wasn't just a king, a conqueror, or a military genius. He was a symbol of audacity, a beacon of ambition, and a paradigm of leadership. His victories were not just a testament to his military genius, but also his ability to inspire and lead. Alexander the Great, in his brief yet impactful life, truly unleashed a legend that continues to fascinate us centuries after his passing. Alexander's ambition was not only reflected in his conquests, but also in his approach to challenges. One such challenge was the Gordian knot. This intricate knot, tied by King Gordius of Phrygia, was said to be so complex that it could not be undone. An oracle had prophesied that whoever could unravel it would rule all of Asia. Alexander, ever the pragmatist, didn't approach the challenge in the expected way. Instead of laboring to find the end of the knot, he drew his sword and sliced it in half with a single stroke, unraveling it instantly. His solution was unconventional, yet effective. This tale is more than just an anecdote from Alexander's life. It illustrates his mindset and his determination to overcome any obstacle that stood in his path. It also demonstrates his belief in his own destiny. Alexander's solution to the Gordian knot is a symbol of his tenacity, his refusal to be bound by conventional wisdom. The Persian Empire, the superpower of its time, stood in Alexander's path. This was the stage for the epic Battle of Gaugamela, a turning point in history. Imagine this: Alexander, a young and ambitious Macedonian king, facing the seasoned Persian king, Darius III, on the dusty plains of Gaugamela. The odds were stacked against Alexander. The Persian army was much larger, armed to the teeth, and commanded by a king with years of experience. But Alexander, the audacious strategist that he was, had a plan. He used clever tactics to confuse the Persian forces, causing chaos in their ranks. Then, seizing the moment, Alexander and his companion cavalry charged directly for Darius. Faced with this audacious move, Darius panicked and fled, leaving his army leaderless. The Battle of Gaugamela was a decisive victory for Alexander, but he wasn't done yet. After Gaugamela, Alexander marched into the heart of Persia. He captured the Persian capital of Babylon, then moved on to Susa and Persepolis, looting their treasuries to fund his campaign. Eventually, he tracked down and overthrew Darius III, absorbing the Persian Empire into his own. But here's where Alexander's story takes an interesting twist. Instead of stamping out Persian culture, he embraced it. He adopted Persian dress, married a Persian princess, and even integrated Persian officials into his administration. Alexander wasn't just a conqueror, he was a unifier, a visionary, who saw the potential in blending cultures. And so, the Persian Empire, the superpower of its time, fell but not into oblivion. It was absorbed, transformed, and reborn within the vast empire of Alexander. This was the true genius of Alexander, not just his military prowess, but his ability to harness the strengths of the cultures he conquered. With the fall of Persia, Alexander's empire stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. The world had never seen an empire of this scale, and it was all thanks to the audacity, vision, and sheer will of one man, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, a king, a warrior, and a visionary, left a legacy that resonates through the ages. His impact was so profound that it rippled across cultures, languages, and political landscapes, leaving an indelible mark on the world. As a king, Alexander was more than just a conqueror. He was a catalyst for change. His empire, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India, became a melting pot of diverse cultures. He fostered a fusion of Greek and Eastern customs, traditions, and ideas, giving birth to a new age of Hellenistic culture. This cultural intermingling led to significant advancements in art, science, and philosophy, which continue to influence us today. In terms of language, Alexander's reign saw the spread of the Greek tongue across his vast empire. Greek, as the lingua franca, facilitated communication and trade, fostering intellectual growth and connectivity. Great works of literature, philosophy, and science were penned in Greek, and these texts have shaped Western thought and academic discourse for centuries. On the political front, Alexander's innovative strategies revolutionized military tactics and leadership. His use of the phalanx formation, combined with his ability to adapt and innovate, set a precedent for future military leaders. His swift, decisive victories have been studied and emulated by generals and strategists throughout history, from Julius Caesar to Napoleon Bonaparte. Furthermore, Alexander's concept of a cosmopolitan empire, where diverse cultures and people coexisted and flourished, was ahead of his time. This vision of unity and tolerance, though imperfectly implemented, was a step towards a more interconnected and inclusive world. Indeed, it is not just the breadth of Alexander's empire that makes him great, but the depth of his influence. His legacy transcends the battlefield, permeating the realms of culture, language, and politics. Alexander's life was brief, yet the echoes of his sword continue to resound, shaping the course of history as we know it. From a young Macedonian prince to a world conqueror, Alexander's journey was nothing short of extraordinary. Born to a kingdom nestled in the rugged mountains of northern Greece, he ascended to heights that left an indelible mark on the canvas of history. Alexander, through his relentless pursuit of glory, transformed the world as he knew it, shaping the course of civilizations across 3 continents. His military prowess was unparalleled, his diplomatic acumen profound, and his ambition insatiable. Alexander's legacy transcended the realm of conquest, fostering a fusion of cultures that birthed the Hellenistic age, a period marked by advancements in science, arts, and philosophy. Yet his life was a fleeting comet, burning brightly, inspiring awe, and leaving behind a trail of marvel and mystery. As we look back on the life of Alexander the Great, we are reminded of the indomitable human spirit, the thirst for discovery, and the transformative power of ambition.